Hey, I'm Jim Weber in the Fox 13 Weather Center. Thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. Still tracking now. Hurricane Humberto winds have increased to 85 miles an hour. You're starting to see more of that eye developing in the center. Not a completely symmetrical eye at this point, but it's certainly some pretty deep convection surrounding the center of this storm. And also you can see we do have some wind shear that's kind of blowing off some of these tops on the northern side of the storm. But for the time being, conditions are still favorable. Warm water, relatively lower wind shear over the center of this storm. So we expect to see more strengthening as we go through, say, about the next 24 to 36 hours. So winds right now, 85 miles an hour. Notice the movement. It's moving to the east-northeast at 7 miles an hour, currently located at 29.9, 76.5. So as we go through the next couple of days, it will eventually start to interact with a cold front. We've got this trough which will be diving down out of Canada. So you can see that track. I'll go ahead and circle the area that we're watching. There is Bermuda. And at this point, it looks like it should turn more towards the north, or at least towards the pole, heading to the north, missing Bermuda by about 100 miles or so. Now, if that slows down a little bit with that trough, we may actually see this getting a bit closer to Bermuda. So you're going to watch that pretty closely as we go through the next couple of days. But as it works its way towards the north, it starts to interact with this cold front, starting to lose some of those tropical characteristics. So towards the end of the week, it will weaken, and it also start to make that transition into more of a non-tropical system. Elsewhere in the tropics, we're watching Humberto, and then we have another area in the middle of the Atlantic that is Invest 97 right here. 60 to 90% chance that we're going to see some development over the next 2 to 5 days, and then into the western Gulf of Mexico. Really not expecting to see much out of that. That's very disorganized areas, showers. That's just going to continue to bring some heavy rains across parts of the northern Gulf Coast, stretching over into Texas as we go through the next couple of days. But here is that Invest 97 right in the middle of the screen, starting to look a bit better organized here as we've gone through just the overnight hours. Computer models show this is basically going to work its way towards the west-northwest over the next several days, and eventually find that weakness in the ridge and should turn to the north, well to the east of the Bahamas. But obviously we've got Bermuda out there that we'll be watching as well, and we'll keep you updated on all this as we go through the next couple of days right here on myfoxhurricane.com.